Hello friends, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to our YouTube channel English for Long Life. Hope you all had a fantastic day. In our lesson today, we will be talking about an important lesson that could incredibly help you to improve your ability of listening and speaking. As you remember, we've taught you some important topics throughout our previous lessons. If you've not yet watched them, don't worry, we've dropped down the links in the description box. You could go there, click on it, watch it and learn. If you've not yet subscribed us, please do so that you don't miss any of our latest lessons. Further, there are some more ways that you could get connected with us, and that is through Instagram and Facebook. If you have any problem related to English language, please feel free to send us your messages so that we will be sending you a feedback. So let's move on to our lesson today, and that is so interesting and important for everyone, and that is to talk about our family relationships. So let's get started. Hello, welcome to our classroom. Before moving on to our listening activity, today I thought of coming up with some important phrases that could help you to introduce your family members, and let us see what they are. So first we have two phrases, that is immediate family and extended family. Immediate family means the members who are closely related to you, just like your father, mother, siblings. Now here sibling means your brother and your sister. And remember, if your brother or your sister is elder to you, you have to use the phrase elder brother or elder sister. And what if they are younger to you? You have to use younger brother or younger sister. Now, if you're living separately from your house, then your immediate family should be your husband, wife and your children. So now you're quite clear regarding the immediate family members. Let's have a look again. Father, mother, siblings, just like brother and sister. If you are married and you're living separately, it's your husband, wife and the children. Now let's see who the members are in the extended family. We have the grandfather, grandmother, your father and your mother, uncle, aunt, siblings, cousins, nephew and niece. Now there is a very big confusion regarding cousins, nephew and niece. Now it's like this. If your father or your mother have brothers or sisters, and when they get children, those children will be related to you as cousins. So they will be your cousins. That means your father's or your mother's brothers or sisters' children will be related to you as your cousins. And finally, the nephew and the niece, that is related to you like this. If your brother or your sister gets children, they will be your nephew and niece, whereas you will be their aunt or uncle. They will be related to you as the nephew or niece. We use the word nephew for a male boy and we use niece for a female. Okay, now let's look at the phrases again. In an immediate family, we have father, mother, siblings, just like brother and sister. And if you're married and living separated, husband, wife and children. And in your extended family, you have your grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, uncle, aunt, siblings, cousins, nephew and niece. And now let us see how Lucy talks about her family. Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm from an extended family. My family consists of 9 members. They are my parents, elder brother, myself, my younger sister, grandparents, my uncle and aunt. We all live in the same house. My father works for a 5-star hotel. My mother is a housewife. My elder brother is a lecturer. And I do work for a bank as a manager. My younger sister is still schooling, whereas my grandparents are already retired. My uncle is a businessman and my aunt is also a housewife. Although we live in the same house, we almost schedules during weekdays. So our favorite time is the weekend because that is the time we all get together and sit for lunch and dinner. We spend a lot of time talking about things and enjoy ourselves. So as I think, I'm lucky to be with an extended family. Well, as you've already listened to how Lucy talks about her family, I hope you've already got a clear idea regarding the structure of forming the information, how to introduce your family. Now let us see how it works. First, you have to talk about your family, like you have to introduce yourself in the family. First, you have to talk regarding where you come from, whether it's an extended family or an immediate family. So to talk about that, use this phrase, I'm from an immediate family or I'm from an extended family. Now here, instead of immediate, we can also use the word nuclear. Nuclear is also another name given for immediate. So you can say, I'm from a nuclear family, or you can say, I'm from an extended family. Next, you have to talk about the number of members inside your family. And to represent that, we have two important phrases. It consists of blank members. There are blank people in my family. So for these blanks, you can insert the number of people inside your family. For example, it consists of 10 members. If it's an extended family, it should be more than 5 or 6. And if it's a normal nuclear family, it will almost end in 5 or 4. Okay. So, the next phrase is, there are 10 people in my family. So these are the two phrases that you can talk about the number of members in your family. I hope you've got a clear idea regarding how to introduce your family. So now add up your details to this structure and get ready to talk like Lucy. Number 2, talking about family members. So when we start talking about our family members, just after mentioning what kind of a family we are from, and then after mentioning the number of people, the next important point is to tell who the members are. So to mention that or to talk about that, we'll use phrases like this. They are. The most common phrase is they are. And you can start including the number of people. Just like they are my father, mother, brother, sister, and so on. The next way is there are members such as. There are members such as. So if you use a phrase like this, it consists of 10 members. They are members such as my father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, so on. Okay. What if you're the only child? Don't forget to use this phrase, I'm the only child in my family. So of course, if you're the only child, you could also become in a new nuclear family. Also, you could be included in an extended family. You might, now as I reminded you earlier, inside a nuclear family, it's your father, mother, siblings. And inside your extended family, it could be, although you are the only child, your grandparents, your uncle and aunt, your cousins, everyone's in the same house, that is an extended family. So don't forget to use a phrase, I'm the only child in my family if you're the only child. So don't forget to include your details here and get ready with the structure. When we start talking about our family, the next important and interesting fact is to provide information in detail, because anyone who comes in to talk with us in the topic of family, in order to build up the conversation so that it continues more, is to provide more details regarding your family. It's like this. Now, when you start providing details regarding your family, you could start up providing with your parents. So the most common phrase is, my father is a, or my father is an engineer, my father is a doctor. So you have to talk especially regarding the profession or what they do. So I've taken 2 examples here. My father is a doctor or my father is an engineer. So if it comes to a mother's phrase, you can say my mother is a housewife or my mother is a teacher. Then you can talk about your uncle, aunt, or anyone. The next important phrase is works for. So whoever the member is, you can use the member. As you've seen, I've underlined some phrases here. They are optional. You can include any of your family members into this. And these circled phrases includes the words that are most relatable to talk about their profession. As I said, is a. So that describes what profession your mother or your father is engaged in. So another phrase is works for. So you can say my uncle works for a university. Or you can say my uncle works for a construction company. The next important phrase is like if your grandparents or your parents are retired or they've already, you say, they're job leavers, then you can use a phrase retired. That is when they've completed their work service, they stay at home, and that period is called their retirement period. So you can mention it like this: my grandparents are retired. Number 4, if you have your siblings who's still continuing studies or who's still schooling, you can use this phrase: my sister is still schooling. The phrase is still schooling. That means she's still engaging in her school. And final phrase is my brother is engaged in higher studies. So it could be any member of your family who's engaged with higher studies or higher education. You can mention this phrase: my brother or my sister or anyone, my cousin, my niece, my nephew is engaged in higher studies. Now you can grab up some important information from this structure and add up your family members and talk about your family. Well, the final topic that we should talk about our family is regarding the valuable time that we spend with them. So number 4 is time spent with family. In that, we can use several phrases in order to express how and what we do in order to spend time with our family members. So let us see some important phrases like this. We spend a lot of time. And after that, you can mention the verb, like what kind of an activity you engage in. For example, we spend a lot of time talking to each other. We spend a lot of time enjoying. And the next phrase is most of the time we do. That is an important phrase. Most of the time we do talk to each other. We do play games. We go on trips. So you can mention regarding the activities what you do. Next, we feel lucky to be with. So here you have to mention with an extended family, with immediate family. So you can mention the kind of family you live with and you can say how lucky you are to be in it. And finally, you can mention like if your family is so busy and you don't get time to meet instantly. So if you are engaged in several activities, the whole members are engaged in several activities and only during weekends you're free to meet up, you can use this. Amidst our busy schedules, we somehow find some valuable time to spend with our family. So when you are busy and somehow you manage to find some important time to meet up with your family members and talk with them, to enjoy with them, you can use this important phrase. Now, grab up any phrase that you like and add up to your structure and get ready with it to talk about your family relationships. As we've come to an end of our lesson today, let us have a look at what our daily activities and tips are for this week. As you've normally done for the previous lessons, practicing for 7 days, you have the same activity this week too. Add details to the structure. Listen to Lucy's recording for several times so that you get familiar with the vocabulary and the pronunciation. Practice for 7 days with recordings. So don't forget, record from the first day and on the 7th day. Start comparing your first recording along with your 7th recording and believe me, you will be transformed to be a fluent speaker. Well, we've come to the end of our first series of listening and speaking. Under this main category, we have discussed 4 topics that could incredibly help you to improve your ability of speaking and listening. So, the first topic, self-introduction, daily routines, jobs and occupations, and today's topic, family relationship, will incredibly also help you to improve your ability of speaking, and not only that, it will help you to boost up your vocabulary level too. So now, as we finish the first series, what do you think would be the next stage for a learner to improve their ability or the knowledge of English? Is it reading, writing, or grammar? Stay tuned with us as we will be coming with this answer throughout our next series. Stay connected. Goodbye. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any problems with related to English language, please feel free to drop them down in the comment section. Subscribe our YouTube channel and do not forget to click on the bell icon so that